So
I'm
cute.
just glad mom and dad found you in the trash that fateful August day.
Oh my gosh.
Who's going first?
I can go first. So, impressions without sound. Okay, fine. Ding ding dong. Where's the food? Entering my fridge, warming up, and eating. No hello or anything.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
You go first. Okay, I'll start. That's the phone ringing. I ignore. I finally call her back. Why are you not answering your phone? I say, I was doing something. You don't miss me? May I miss you? So you're not going to tell me you miss me. Okay, Audrey, fine. Fine then. Anyway, I miss you. That's all I wanted to tell you. Bye.
Yours is, doll, I have the best boyfriend ever. Doll, I don't know what I'm going to wear for this, blankets and wine.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
An impression of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oji, I need to go. I'm going to Westlands and I need the car. So now, I'm going to the gym. Okay. How will I go? Even me, it's really urgent. It's a work thing. Yeah, but I have to go to the gym. So you plan with yourself with your dad. Yeah.
So, Connie, only go to the gym.
I mean, mostly.
Okay.
Tell me when you last went out.
Next question.
Daisy. Maybe I can do like one. Shazzy, I have some tea. I'm gonna tell you. Or let me go with that one for now. Yeah,
the tea one.
Daisy, why did you leave your room like that? I know you don't share a room with anyone anymore, but let's just have some order. You know, the state of your mind is the state of your surrounding. And I can tell the state of your mind based on how your surrounding is. And I'm telling you, and it's not because I want you to clean it up now, but I just want you to think about it a bit.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Wagwan!
Okay,
That's how you start every single conversation.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And you'd be like, Claire, why is it not over here? Yo, you know we're late. Can you hurry up? Bruh, why are you always doing like this? Like, yo. That's literally you. It's either you're complaining or you're giving orders.
Okay, that's what it is.
Madam Commander-in-Chief.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, Gloria. Okay, number one, I think you're very clumsy.
Okay.
Okay. He's like, oh my God. Okay, I need to finish this first. Then we can go. And then another one is like, so first gotta be orderly. I don't think we should not take on too much right now and focus on this at this particular moment and then figure it out from there.
Yeah.
I think that's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very like, what would you describe that as?
I mean, you're a planner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a project manager par excellence, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I would describe someone very strong, someone very ambitious, someone who will not take crap from anybody and always finds a way to get the job done. Very big heart, although she doesn't like to show it, but the heart is massive inside. Emotional and caring, very caring.
Okay, annoying. But I'd say you're the best person in my life, my best friend. Yeah, An amazing girl with such a big heart, with the ability to give even when she puts herself last sometimes, and someone who cares about everyone around her, regardless of who they are, what they do for them. And and my biggest cheerleader as well. Yeah. Nice. First, I hope we're not gonna cry. No crying.
Yeah.
I will try.
I would say creative. I think that's your aura, who you are. In essence, I think first is creative, very caring, very loving.
I'd say soft. You're very soft-spoken, but very strong as well. But I'd say soft is what encapsulates your aura and your energy. You're a leader, but not a leader like, you call me commander, but I'd call you like, you're a leader definitely, but it's not like in your face, I'm, authoritative, but people will listen 100%, I think, and yeah, kind, put together. Okay, yeah.
I'd describe her as a caring person. First, I'd describe her as my best friend, but if I were to go further, I'd say she's a caring person, very loving, and she's very principled. She's caring, but with great boundaries. So that's something I definitely love to emulate, because she will care for you, but she'll also dial back and be like, okay, is this within the bounds of what I should be giving? And does this serve me in as much as I'm giving? Yeah, so that's how I describe her. Yeah.
A short person with a hiking bag all the time, 24/7.
It's not that bad, is it?
It is every weekend.
Do kids watch this show?
Yeah. Do kids
watch this show?
Okay.
Earth-shattering bunda.
Oh my gosh.
Or is it nyash? What are the kids saying these days? And childbearing hips.
Oh.
We're still waiting for the children.
Yeah. They're coming. Don't worry.
I'll say body tea. Period. Tell them. Understanding, kind, very open-minded, and just the best. If you see the best sister somewhere, just know that's who I'm talking about. Yeah, that's like me. out there. There's I not don't know the how best everyone else has sisters. a best sister and she's in my house. Thank you. For you, I'd say free-spirited. You're literally like a butterfly to me. You go with the waves and how it is. I really like that about you. And you're really kind. You're fun and very, very funny. Thank you. Yeah. I'll go first. That was quick. We're very different, and yes, I'm older, and like I should be not like I don't have my life together, but you seem like you do have your life together. And what I don't understand is the fact that like I'm 25 and I spend most of my weekends in the club. And for you, when I see you, you're at home, or you're at home, you're relaxed, you don't really have, like those things don't excite you, club doesn't excite you, partying doesn't excite you. And I think in my head, I'm usually like, but you're young, you're only 23, when you turn 30, you'll regret this. And yeah, I just don't understand. I'm like, how do you not have the urge? How do you not desire these things? And I guess a part of it is usually like from a place of worry, just because I'm like, I hope she won't regret these times in the future. Like, I hope even if she's not doing what I'm doing, I hope she's having fun and that like she'll be proud of this. And yeah, I hope for that, but I also still don't understand.
I think how you processed mom's death, being 15, 16?
12.
12? Oh, it was 12? Damn. How you processed mom's death being at 12. Yeah, at 12. I'd want to understand that better. Yeah.
Okay, that's weird you say that, because that was going to also be my answer.
Yeah.
How you processed that trauma at 5, 6, especially being part of the trauma itself.
Yeah, true.
That was wild.
It was.
Big up, man.
How did
You go first.
Okay, how did I do it? I don't know. I think, to be honest, I just think I have a strong mindset. So it was just taking a day at a time, trusting, I'd say my gut feeling especially. So there are some things that I knew maybe were not being in specific situations. If they were not right, I'd feel it and put myself in a safe space. And I think, I don't know, that's what I feel brought us really close as sisters. So always knowing that I had you there. So it was comforting to know that you were there with me. And also I had really amazing friends. So I think that's how I processed it. Yeah, but also sometimes I think grief is dangerous because sometimes you block it, so you don't know if you've really processed it. You can say you've processed it, but maybe you haven't. But that's how I coped with it. Let me say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't really fully process.
True.
It's just one of those things that you live with and carry with like every day.
True.
I can say I think about it every day.
Yeah.
There's no guidebook.
There's
and
no
then
guidebook.
being like a child, so wild. Like I can't even explain it.
Yeah.
And then being a girl child, then without like a mom, and then without any like strong female presence in your life. So you're sort of just figuring it out as you go and making like insane mistakes and trying to discover who you are.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. So I think it's only now at 40 that I'm accepting certain experiences and grief. And I'm like, you know what? It's part of the story. And it's a story I can't change, no matter how much I would have wanted to.
True.
But now I have the tools and the power to make it different. So I feel like only truly now have I begun to accept everything and be at peace, and now just know that I'm now writing my own story, and
That's so true.
it can be different.
It's so funny you say that because I'm just like making mistakes. You are such a good child.
Girl,
I was the ghetto one.
let me not even
But
get into
anyway,
mistakes.
not for the YouTube, please. Yes.
Wow. I think one thing I wish I understood better is everything you've been through that I don't know about. Because I know that would help me understand how to interact with you better, even though we've grown so much with how we interact with each other and understand you a lot more than I did. But I wish I could be there or like see in your mind like all the things you've gone through and how it's shaped you and how it affects how you think and how you approach certain situations, because that would help me deal with you a lot better. Because sometimes I know I tend to be a bit rude to you because I think I don't get some things. But yeah, I think that would help me understand you a lot better.
I'd say I'm definitely not shocked. Like, when you've been going out and doing all those things for a while. I'm not that old, of course, and I'm younger than you. But I feel like I had my fair share of partying. I enjoyed. And as I've become older, I realized, the things that matter to me and everything. Maybe in the past, it would be a thing where I'm like, will I regret it later? No. I'd say I'm actually happy with the life that I have now, and I feel satisfied in, my decisions. Back then, if it was like, sorry, lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
But yeah, basically.
I think because even when we went to Diani, the past, and I called Mom because it was Thursday night, you've gone to bed at 9, I'm thinking we're in Diani. And I called Mom at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I say, Mom, we went out and Audrey stayed in the room. And she said, leave her, it's okay. Like, she really partied in uni. And I mean, I can imagine being by the waters in the uni, I would do the same. So I think, just trying to give you grace again, as much as I don't understand. That would be me.
I think it's also just realizing what matters the most to you. When you're young, partying, all that stuff and everything, it's exciting, I'm not gonna lie. But then it was never fulfilling for me, So you'd come, you interact with people, all that stuff. It was more draining than it added to my life. So it reaches a point when you're like, I don't want to keep living the same way I've been living, so I want to change something about it. So for me, that's what the change was. And I'd say I definitely don't regret it at all. I like it. Yeah. And for you, one thing I don't understand about you, this is crazy, but actually there's nothing I don't understand about you. And why I'd say that, I'm sure most people will be like, what do you mean you understand everything about your sister? But it's just basically, I think we're really, really close. And over the years, most things that I would question about you, I think I've kind of gotten my clarification in the sense that I'm able to ask you when you do things or when I see you act in a certain way. So it's like, I literally know why you do certain things. So sometimes even, for example, when you're tweaking or just doing some things, I'll just leave it there because I'm like, that one, I know what she's trying to do right now, but It doesn't bother me. It's not going to do anything. So yeah, I'd say there's nothing I don't understand about you or that I'd want to understand about you.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We're locked in. Yeah.
About you, I would say I wish I understood better. I think you're very open-minded, and I think I'm quite conservative. I think, and there's how you think. I feel like I'd want to know more about what informs, your logic and how you reason.
Okay.
Because there's some things we clash on.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I understood like how you process your thoughts better, I would be able to understand your perspective. And sometimes wouldn't be like the other day when we were with Dad, when we're having that small meeting of ours, and we want to aim for we're aiming for the same thing, but I feel like how we're gonna get there is a bit different.
Yeah.
But we want to achieve the same goal, but how we get there could be different. So I feel like I would like to understand what informs like how you think.
Yeah.
I think that would help me to understand you better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
For me, what I wish I understood about you better is, I don't know, sometimes you feel misunderstood by people.
Yeah.
And I don't really get why.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I think you wear your heart on your sleeve. So you're quite like easy to like take in my opinion. So I think there's a way that your perception of how other people treat you, for me, doesn't match.
Okay.
Like how people treat you, how they intend to treat you. Maybe there's like a reason for that, like to do with like the past and stuff. But yeah, I think there's moments where you kind of go into your head about like, oh, why someone did that to you, But for me, I'm just like, I don't know.
You don't get it.
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm like, But
I think, let me just, I would like to maybe inform you a bit about that.
Okay.
I think, as you know, I have many facets in regards to what informs my belief systems.
Yeah.
Of course, we're Christian, but, and then, the history of bullying and stuff like that. And then also experiencing it a lot more actually in my professional life. And, when you come with good intentions and then it's not met with what you actually want, how you go about things, it's like, do they not understand that I'm here to play on the same team as them? So I feel like sometimes that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
And, definitely get into my head about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you explain to me what informs your thinking, like your logic and how you reason? I think that'd be good.
For me, I think being a middle child really like has always made me have to see things from so many different perspectives. And like I don't always, this is not a bad thing about you, but for you sometimes your way is the highway and like we have to do it this way.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't think I've always had the luxury of that being like
An option
for me. Do you know what I mean? Like it's almost having to be like fit into other people's plans or just kind of like working into what is already currently happening and then making the best out of that. So I think with how my brain processes and also just the kind of person that I am, I think they work well hand in hand together because I'm very big on like community and all that kind of stuff. For me, I see that there has to be some kind of like compromise in a lot of things. And yeah, so I think I'm open-minded in that way because I try to understand people, try to be very accommodative. Yeah. I don't think it always works in my favor, I'll be honest. Yeah. But I think
you sacrifice.
You end up sacrificing a lot, exactly. Yeah. But I think it definitely gives me a bigger picture and also more room to accommodate, which I think some people need, you know. But yeah, that's why I think the way I do.
Okay, that makes sense. I never thought about it like that. Yeah. So at least I have some insight now.
Yeah, I'm glad you do.
That helps me, think more about when I do things, how it affects you and your decision making.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you tend to bend a lot for me.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I need to put my foot down, I will put my foot down.
Oh, you do that.
Yeah.
You do that. Yeah.
Okay.
For me, it would be growing up. We've gone to like similar school, the same schools actually. And there was something she once stated that when she was in high school, she felt like she was living in my shadow. So I think that's something I'd definitely like to understand, considering I'm the firstborn. So I had no one to emulate or no one who I was looking up to or following behind. So I'd like to understand what it is like to live in someone's shadow and pave your own way. And I think that's something that's common with a number of second-borns. So I think generally, not just to understand her, but just to understand the second-born experience of having an older sibling who's done the same things as you, but their path is completely different. So that's something I'd like to understand.
That's
yeah.
Can explain.
Father.
Explain further. You.
Enjoy the experience. Someone wants to understand something.
Yeah.
Okay. What would I say? I think generally what I'd like to understand is what is it about being a second-born that's so hard? Because as a firstborn, we have we're the one who are setting the pace and we're being told your sibling is doing this because you did this. Then the second one is coming and saying, everybody is saying I'm like you or I should be like you. Like, what's that about? If I've set the pace correct, I mean, shouldn't it be easier? However, I know for sure that it's not just that simple because you're a whole different person. Yes, and you need to charter your own path. So when there's someone who's gone before you, and for example, teachers in school are like, your sister was so different from you, you should be like this. That's definitely it's a nag because it's why can't you just accept me as I am? Yeah, so I think right now we're definitely very different but similar. So I'd like to understand how you are able to, veer off and be authentically yourself, but yet so similar. Yeah.
I think maybe partially to answer that, I think it's because you also gave me that space and always reminded me that I don't have to be the same as you. I don't have to do the same things you did. I can do my own things and it'll still turn out fine because I don't like trying new things that I might fail at because it makes you feel bad when I fail at something. But I think part of what helped me get through that is you saying, just go do your own thing. You're your own person. You're Daisy. I believe in you. Do it. You'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. First of all, if you leave, I might be following you. And I hate to say that because I genuinely can't imagine a life without you. But I think one thing I'd want you to know is how much you're loved, how much I love you, how much everyone around you loves you, and how much you're doing such an amazing job, even when you feel like you've not done good. You've done so many big things that I look up to and so many people look up to. So I want you to know that there's nothing that you haven't accomplished that you should feel like, oh, this is less than, I should have done better. No, you've done everything that you were supposed to do that was in your path for life. Yeah.
I'd want you to go knowing that obviously that I love you, but that goes without saying. I believe in showing love through actions, not necessarily statements. But I'd also want you to know that you're on the right track. Believe in every step that you're taking and that you're destined for greatness. That would go back to the Bible verse I shared with you during your birthday, Psalms 27, that you need to believe that, in this land of the living, you will live through goodness. So that it guides you to know that even when things are not going how you expect them to go, things will turn out well. God promises that, His plans for you are for prosperity. So I need you to keep on believing that and keep on believing in yourself. It's okay to doubt yourself sometimes, but also reassure yourself that you're on the right track. And if you falter, you can get back up and try again. So to never give up, and even if you feel like you're giving up, pat yourself on the back and try again and again, because you're not only destined for greatness, you can also do this. Yeah.
So cute.
I can go first?
Yeah.
I feel like this is an answer that would be very common. But that's besides the point. I think it would still be I am the person I am today because of you, and you have been such an amazing support system through and through. And especially I think I've told you this before. Growing up, you were not my favorite person, honestly.
Whoa.
You really weren't. If it's not snitching, you were just you were uptight, no offense. And I never thought there'd come a day when you and me would be friends like this, sisters. And so I think if I was to leave, it's just to let you know that you are the best person, and I owe so much to you for just being there for me. Yeah, it's something I could never pay for, honestly. Yeah.
For me, I'd say, I think one thing I'd want you to know is like everything that you want and desire, you're worthy of it, just the way you are right now. There's nothing you need to change about yourself. There's nothing you need to do differently. It's just remembering that you are that girl and you deserve everything that you want. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't like that thought, but it is life.
Yeah.
I would want you to know that you can make it past your previous circumstances and like situations, and that the things that you deserve are waiting for you, and they're literally around the corner. In my opinion, I think maybe the corner feels very long. It's a long corner.
It's a Baringo
It's
corner
a Baringo
up to
corner,
Gabernet.
Yeah, you're looking in the even navy like that, but it's round the corner, and it's and the things you deserve are literally waiting for you, and you deserve them. And I think when you, like I just would want you to know that you shouldn't let past experience almost like cloud your judgment. Yeah,
I think for you, I would want you to know that I don't know. I feel like as like you mentioned, being a middle child, that maybe, especially like having an older brother, Ronnie, that you have your role in our family dynamic is very important, and I feel like maybe you've never understood that, and I don't think I've never said it to you. I don't think Ronnie has, or mom or dad. Maybe I'm sure probably the parents have, but that you're amazing, you're very important, you're valued, you're cared for. And I don't want you ever thinking that being a middle child makes you less, important in regards to if there's any kind of a hierarchy that there is in terms of our family dynamic. Yeah. That who you are, your personality, your opinions, your thoughts, they do contribute in how we also make decisions at home and also even in life. So I wouldn't like you to know that if you've never known that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
Yeah,
thanks.
I'd want you to know, definitely I'm the woman I am because of you. That's what I'm saying, making mistakes. What mistakes were you making? Because I think looking from your experience, you didn't have anyone older. So Nation, she's the firstborn. I'm the youngest. So we have another brother, but like that time I was the youngest. So looking up to you. So I just do everything that you are the best sister. I'd say that you're very careful, very caring. You'd always be concerned about us. So I think for me, like definitely, you're the woman. Like I am the woman I'm because of you.
So sweet.
Yeah, so cute.
I'm just glad mom and dad found you in the trash that fateful August day.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. For me, it's like I found my built-in best friend in you as my sister, because I can literally just be myself, and you're so accepting of me and the weird who I am, and you're so game and down for like things I suggest, like just saying let's go to Vietnam, let's do this, let's make this happen. And you had to like figure out, how am I going to make sure she's happy and be part of that story. She's the Meredith to my Christina.
So cute.
Literally my person. Like, hands so down, sweet. My person.
Thanks.
If my son sees this, he's gonna be so upset because he thinks he's my person.
No, it's fine. I'm your person first.
Do we have to think?
Vietnam.
Yeah.
But also have another one. Okay, aside from Vietnam.
Okay.
Because Vietnam, I think, was a first proper, because we did Kajiado once, the staycation, but Vietnam was a proper, like I saw your personality
come through,
like with a folder, passports, like you're that person, type A, typical, type A, packing a week to
Excel,
Excel document, everything. Like I was just like, this is very fun, like so much fun. But aside from that, tattoos, the matching tattoos as well.
Oh yeah,
I think that was also for me, those things that I have, because every time everyone sees them, they're like, oh my God, like this is cool. I'm like, yeah, it's a sister tattoo. Then we got the second one in Vietnam. So yeah.
Do you want to go first? We have many. I feel like we really have very many memories. But say maybe one that I was like, wow, this is something. I think we were in Mauritius together. And we had gone out and everything. And then in the morning, instead of going home, we went to the beach. And we went to this place where there were stones and boulders and everything. And we were just listening to music. And you know those moments where you're sitting and you're like, wait, is this actually like our lives? And I was so grateful because we got to experience that together. And I didn't do it alone. So for me, it was just one of those moments where I was like, life is worth living.
Yeah. It's crazy you said that because that's the same memory.
For me, Vietnam, because the train, the one I remember was the train, the Hanoi train station.
Yes.
How you made that happen for me. Like you were not even in the shot and you were okay with not being in the shot just so that I could be in the shot with the train. For me, that just, that I knew you loved me. Because that's like an iconic once in a lifetime type
that's
of
so
shot.
true.
And you let me have it.
Of
that
course.
was deep.
I feel like the trip was more for you because you just fit in Vietnam. I don't know how, but I feel like it was for your 40th, so definitely, yeah.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. And there's more to come.
Of
Childbirth,
course.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Oh, mine. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I will take it back a few hours prior to the boulder.
Okay.
It was, of course, you remember it was my last night there, and no one wanted to go home, and I always wanted to skinny dip, and the idea came up. A group of us, you included, and we did it. 5 a.m. in the ocean.
Did what? What are you?
were there.
I did.
5 a.m. in the ocean, 6 people skinny dipping. No one's like, it was just a grand time. Yeah. It's etched in my memory, honestly. Yeah, that was one of the best memories with you.
No, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
I think there's so many, but I can say two. I think I'm allowed to say two, so I'll say two. I think first was 2022 when we went for Prince KB together. It was so impromptu that we went for it and we just decided, we're going. I don't care. You don't have money for the ticket, I'm paying for it. You don't have money for this, we're going. And we had such a good time. And I think it had been such a rough year for me. And the fact that we did that together, just the two of us, regardless of whether other people were doing it or not. And it was just a good time. Great way to somewhat come to the end of the year. So that's one of the best ones. And I think I'll say now the second one, which I hold very, very dear to my heart, is you being there for me during my graduation. Yeah, the fact that our folks weren't able to be there and you were there with me getting ready. It's like the whole build up to it and then the actual day of cheering me on, reminding me that, they're not here right now, but they're supporting you, they're watching, they can see you, everything will be fine because you have each other. Yeah, so that's a really, really, that's a memory that I hold very, very dear to my heart, the two of us. Yeah.
Bruh, there's so many.
Can I go first?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You sound excited.
Yeah, because I had never seen you like in this light before.
Okay.
So when we spent that 1 month in France together, your girl, like I saw like sides of you. I'm very impressed by number one.
Yeah.
You're very outgoing, very confident. That place I took you to, that underground, I went for the comedy night.
Oh yeah.
And then they did like the speed dating thing on stage, and you went for it. I was like, girl. I never thought I would not do that personally, and I think that for me is just like seeing you in that light, like, especially like in the light, not in a literal light on the stage and on the spotlight, and how you were so charismatic, so confident, and I was like, that's my sister. It's never left my that image has never left my mind. Yeah.
Okay. For me, coincidentally, I was gonna say the Prince KB day. Obviously, the common fun times or like most memorable time we have together is when we go for family vacation. Yeah, but that's like us and our family, that's different. But where it was just the two of us when we went for the Prince KB concert, and I remember I was also going through a lot, and I had just lost my friend, and like a lot was going on within that year. And that was such a good concert to go for. And some of one of the lyrics that are still ringing in my head right now is Umenitosha, where they say, promise we will be okay. And that was just a good reminder. I was like, yeah, we'll be okay. Even if what happens, we're together, we'll get through this together. So that was such a good memory. And I hold that moment dear, very dear to me. Yes.
Twin.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's crazy. Now that's also one of my favorite memories of us is when we were in France together last year.
Yeah.
Not for the same reason as you, but I think there was a way I was able to show up for you that I haven't been able to show up for you in a while. Because, I've been in the UK studying and working. You've been in Kenya. So we've had like a lot of space between us.
Yeah.
And showing up for each other as sisters was like hard over the phone,
Yeah.
But this one time, I think I don't know, I like to feel useful, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So I felt very useful in your life in that moment because there was a lot going on, not great stuff.
Yeah.
And we were away from all the different like noise and things that weren't like really good for you at that point in time.
Yeah.
And we really were able to like put us first as sisters.
Yeah.
And that was, going out at night, exploring Paris, like just living our best lives as like,
and
you
stuff,
know,
you know what I
exactly,
mean?
as young hot babes. And I was just like, this is nice.
Yeah.
And obviously there was funny things, with the Airbnbs and all of that stuff. But it was good. That was a really like,
dope.
It's etched into my memory.
Yeah.
I think the times we get to spend together are always one of my favorite memories.
True. Same here.
Yeah. Hey, nasikia kiwaru.
I feel like crying.
Kiwaru, I feel like a lump in my throat.
little lump.
Yeah. I love you, man.
Yo, keep it together, man. We keep it gangster out here.
Gangster.
All right.
Cool. You can go first if you're ready.
I think I'll piggyback on what you just talked about, and without going into too many details. Being your big sister, I try to be, of course, strong and all that. But that situation, I was beside myself. I think I've never been so broken, and you were there. Like, you took care of me like a little kid.
Yeah.
And that was different, and I really appreciate that. And I didn't know that you had that much like care and compassion in you. Like, you showed me that. I mean, I know for sure when you become a mom, you'll be a great mother. Those are things that I saw in you, and now I felt so loved by. You took care of me, man, and you got me out of my funk. So, yeah, you that one.
Oh, appreciate you. I'm glad I could do that for you. Honestly, the moment I've felt most loved by you, is that the question? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Small things. This lock that we have.
Oh yeah.
It's a sister pact, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah.
I've had it. I'm not taking it down. People are always like a bit weird about it. They're like, why do you only have
rat tail?
Yeah, why do you have one rat tail? And I'm like, no, my sister took her time.
Yeah.
And she twisted it, and it's now taken a form of its own. For me, it's a constant reminder of like, of your love.
Yeah.
Similar to do with hair. Like, you combed my hair once. I think it was last year. I came back home.
Yeah.
And you just sat there and you were combing my hair through, so gentle with how like you maneuvered, and I did not feel any pain. And I think
you're tender-headed.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the way, I don't know, the way you just kind of like have poured love into me in terms of like how I look, the natural, like, my hair and everything. There's something big about hair, I don't know why, but it's made me appreciate myself a lot more.
Yeah.
And my inner beauty. And I think that's a very big result of you and the love you've poured into me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Before we move on, that's really important to me because when I started my natural journey, you also know what informed that.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy how I started and then you followed.
Yeah.
And then mom followed.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the power of when you accept yourself, how that also resonates with your people. And I'm happy that that's something that you picked up
100%
from my own life's journey.
Yeah.
So,
it's like you put a mirror up to everyone. You know what I mean? It's like, I think because we're very female energy heavy family, it's hard to ignore when certain things to do with looks or beauty or that kind of stuff is changing around us.
Yeah.
But you really took that step, and all of us had to look inwards. Do you know what I mean? If you're claiming your beauty back, how could I not do the same for myself? In that kind of in a time when you're told, you have to relax your hair, it's making it easier, and I'm like, easier for who?
Yeah,
and easier
exactly.
for what? You know?
Right. Then you end up damaging your hair and all that stuff, and it affects your skin. But
So this fro is courtesy of you.
That's right. Yeah.
You wanna go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So for me, it's we talk every day, right? Like maybe 3 times or 4 times a day. But for me, it's every time I call you, like in the morning. So is it around 7:30 a.m., 8 a.m., around that time? Definitely before 9 a.m. Every time I call you and you pick up on the first ring, I'm just like, yeah, this is my person. Definitely. For me, that's how I know you genuinely, like, I don't get bored of your stories. You don't get bored of my stories. You always have stories. So for me, it's just that, like, I'm just like, yeah, that's how you make me feel loved, because you're always indulging in you don't even know the people I'm talking about, but you're participating with your heart. Like, you're like, no, yeah, this person Y, person X, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Z did this,
Like I
love
have
that.
beef with people I don't even know.
You don't know, you've never met them, but you're not aligned.
But I'm beefing
you're
with
like,
them.
no. So for me, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's similar. Man, I hate to bring this back to the trip, Vietnam trip, but for me, that was it, because it was such a last minute thing.
Yeah.
And you dropped everything to make it happen for me, and then allowed me to just have my experience. That was it.
Yeah.
That's when I knew.
Of course.
Every day. I mean, to know my sister or to know I have you is to know that I'm loved every day. I think it's hard to pinpoint an exact, moments that I'm like, yeah, I felt loved. But it's like every day. But again, my graduation period, that whole time, me not having a job, me not seeing what the point of me even attending the graduation was, and you just being there saying, it's okay, it's fine, it's tough, it gets tough, but you're Daisy, you did all this. This is a big accomplishment. Why would you not look at it as anything other than that? So you really made me realize, or rather feel that, yeah, even if like all these things are happening, I'm loved at home and loved by my sister especially. So that was a moment I felt really, really loved by you. Yeah.
For me, it's not a happy moment. It's when I lost my friends. Both times I felt like, because it was not a loss that was very close to you, it was more close to me. You really supported me, because like the very first time, I wasn't sleeping at home. I used to sleep at my friend's place, the siblings' place, and I would spend very little time at home, but I'd come back, you've bought me like chocolate or like something, you've written me a small note or a Bible verse, or you'd check up on me. And I'd also feel like, we have a brother, yeah? He'd also like call me and he'd be like, Sharon, take care of yourself. So I felt like that was a moment I not only treasured you, I just treasured having siblings, and especially a sister, because at least, you could be able to move our brother around, and you guys would come see me at my place. So that made a lot like the difference, because it helped me move away from the scene where we're all together, mourning together, and now I have siblings who can support me. I'm not just supporting others, I'm also being supported. So those are moments I've held very dear, and yeah, I really appreciate them. So thank you.
Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
I was afraid to not say it back.
Okay, you want to go first?
No, you can.
I can go first.
Yeah.
It's not a moment, more a couple of similar moments going over the same thing. Honestly, like, I've partaken in recreational drugs and I've had a fun time. But at some point, it was starting to affect me negatively, and I was starting to it was no longer enjoyable. It was more just a thing I'm doing, and I become miserable afterwards. And the moment I would feel loved is every time when I was trying to stop, or like I didn't want to do that anymore, you were always there for me, and you never judged me, and you always encouraged me. And honestly, up until the point, I wasn't partaking anymore. And when I would think back as to the reasons why, I remember I don't want to let my sister down. I don't want to go down a slippery slope that I can't come back from, because I have my sister here. So yeah, all those moments for that particular situation, that's like one grand moment I felt loved by you.
It's crazy because it's the same thing for me. I think for both of us, we're constantly doing things that show us that we love each other, to the point where I can't particularly say there's one thing you've done and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the crazy thing. It's constantly showing me that you care and you love me. And for me, it would be just in regards to whenever I'm low or struggling, just in general, my mental health. One thing you'll always do is you may not understand what's going on, but you'll always try to find a way to cheer me up. So if it'll be if you want, it'll either be you'll cook for me, or it'll be let's go out of the house, let's do this, or let's watch this. So it was just that thing where I'm really grateful because it's I don't understand, but I want you to know that I'm here with you and I'm supporting you. And yeah, that's one thing that for me, it's just, yeah. Thank you. I'm going to use your bank account money. I'm taking your card and I'm going to make use of it. Thank you. I mean, you're the big sister. What else? What else are you good for? Run me your card.
First of all, I'm getting access to all your finances and going on a shopping spree, because you're always saying, I don't have money, but you're always buying me things and buying a new thing here and there. So that's one thing I do.
Me, if I swap lines with Harriet, I'm cussing out some people on your behalf.
Oh, on my behalf?
On your behalf. I would go with, there's people who I feel like you haven't actually given them a piece of your mind for how they've treated you. Mm-hmm. I would lay some words down. And I'm not even a violent type of person, but I would just try and channel that energy just to kind of get you some kind of...
Some get back.
Yeah, I think you need to get your lick back with some people. That'll be my first thing to do. Hopefully there's no consequences
what time
for
any
you.
tender?
Yeah, by the way. So I would start with that. And then the second thing I would do, because you like traveling, I would like to experience traveling to a Spanish-speaking country through your eyes, because you speak Spanish, you're very fluent. There's a way that you seek out culture and experiences and getting to know people in a new environment that I think we're similar kind of in a sense with that, but I feel like you do it in a different way. You're a free spirit. Yeah. I'd want to really live in that full energy. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I dove into the ocean,
the water, exactly. I'd want to really be able to sit in that energy that I feel like you exude a lot.
Okay, I think I like that.
But first, people catching smoke.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think for me, as much as you say I'm a free spirit, but I'm also a very shy person in my own little way. I think if I was to live a day in your life, is to be your extroverted, bubbly, social butterfly, especially that time when you're doing Jules's what you call it?
It's the listening event,
yeah, listening event, and how you were so engrossed in it, and when Jules was playing on stage, you're out there engrossed with the videos and doing your thing, and I would never do that. Yeah. You try to get me to go backstage with you. I was like, nah, this is not me. Yeah. But I wish I had the confidence to do things like that. So I think that would be an interesting experience for me to live through your charisma and everything.
I think you'd enjoy it.
I would enjoy it.
Yeah. It's a rock star lifestyle.
Yeah.
I definitely want to experience, because I love my nephews, so I'd want to know what it's like being their mom, waking up to that, they're just such beautiful human beings.
It's chaotic,
just waking up with Amani and Kweli, because they're so cute. So for me, that's the first thing I'd want to experience, just waking up and being a mom to them, because they're such amazing, cute boys. Yeah, for me.
I wish mine was that deep. I'd drive her fiance's car, Davis's car. I'd just take the keys and I'd go pick up all the people. Tamika and Joe just go around picking people up.
Oh gosh.
And we'd just drive.
Yeah.
Thingy,
at least we have a deep one.
Windows down, blasting some serious 90s, 80s music.
Yeah.
Just cruising.
Love it.
Yeah.
My answer is not going to be as silly.
What are you going to say?
Man, I'm taking 60 bikini pictures. What? And I'm posting all of them. My story, I'm posting a reel. Yeah. Just a montage. They just do pictures. And also, I'd go to the gym and flex kidogo just to know how it feels like to be that consistent and see the results. That's what I'm doing for the day. Okay. Yeah.
Second, I'd drive because you're such a good driver, and yeah, my driving is, I get from place to place. Also seeing, I think, and that's a random thing, but opening my eyes and seeing without glasses, that's something I do. Yeah.
No, because you said money, I'm gonna say money too. I'd clear out all your graduation gift money. I'd take all of it and put it in my account. Anyway, I wouldn't do that. I think I would love to go out with your friends from your point of view. I've gone out with you and your friends, but now I'd like to go out with you, because sometimes you guys have like very crazy but fun benders. And when I look at you, I'm like, it reminds me of when I was younger. Well, our age gap isn't that big. I look at you and I'm like, wow, you guys have so much fun. You're going out till the next morning. You're coming back at like midday. I'd like to do that and just relive what it is like to be at that age and that carefree. Obviously, because being older, there are a lot more responsibilities, etc. And also the calm down is so different. Like, I'll be tired for longer, but sometimes you don't look like you're that tired. So I'd like to experience that from your point of view.
I like what you said. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. That's actually nice. Love that. So many things, but I think first is actually listening to each other. Listening without thinking of what I'm gonna say next. Like thinking that this is me. What you're saying is about me, it's affecting me. Thinking about how is that other person feeling? Why are you saying what you're saying? Like, why are you telling me what you're telling me, the way you're telling me? So just listening to you and trying to understand where you're coming from without trying to defend myself. I think also trying to foster a friendship, because just because you're siblings doesn't mean you're gonna be friends. Many siblings are not friends, actually. And it's such a privilege to call you my sister and be able to say, yeah, that's my best friend, you know. So I think trying to foster a friendship by understanding what does your sibling like, what do they enjoy doing, trying to do the things your siblings do. Don't just, them they do their thing, I do my thing. No, immerse yourself in what your sibling does, and it'll strengthen your friendship and then strengthen your relationship as siblings. I think also therapy individually, because if you work on yourself, you're able to interact with people better, and I think you'll be able to interact with your siblings a lot better, because there's a lot that, yes, you grew up together, but you didn't experience things the same way. You didn't experience your parents the same way. You didn't experience your other siblings the same way. So I think also therapy helps, because now you understand your side, you understand your side of things, and now it also helps you start thinking, if I looked at it this way, I wonder how she looks at it this way and why she looks at it this way. And you don't take things so personally, or you just interact better. I don't know how else to say it other than that, but yeah.
For me, it would be first to acknowledge where your relationship is at. I always tell Daisy and just my friends in general that not every group of siblings get to be friends. There are siblings who are just siblings. There are siblings who are not even in talking terms. And then there's the greatest honor to have your sibling as your friend. So to honor where your relationship is at and then work from there, because you have to be aware, where are we starting from? Are we starting from friends? Are we starting from just siblings? Nurture your friendship just like you would nurture any other friendship. If it's going on dates together, taking interest in what they do, showing up for them, whether they're like up or down, showing them compassion in their love language, and not just kind of like, if you're older, for example, just doing like a mini parenting role, be involved in each other's lives, reassure each other, and just be very intentional about nurturing not just the sibling relationship, the friendship, because it goes a long way. Having your sibling as your friend means you always have like a backup. I always say, for me, Daisy was my answered prayer, because I prayed to God for a sister. I really hated being an only child. So when I think about her as my sibling and now my friend, it's such a great honor. I can't say we had the up and down relationship before. It was maybe like so-so. It was just a regular sibling relationship, not that we were not friends at first, but we then decided to work on the friendship. So I feel like if there are siblings out there who want to be friends, they have to put in the work just like you would any other friendship. Yes.
Gosh, let me not crack a joke. I was going to say trauma.
Crack.
Okay, no.
Trauma. We recommend, highly recommend trauma. Shared trauma.
But for real communication, I think one, that the act of always wanting to just update you on my life, bring you into my things, that aspect of being a good communicator with your sibling, I think is one thing I'd say. Then secondly, just taking and accepting someone for who they are.
Yeah.
That's huge. Like this is even just team. Look at even how we're dressed, team. Like you can see we're two different personalities, but like the way we accept
Two
each other.
different aesthetics.
Exactly. Like the way we accept each other, and we're not at fault. Like for you being who you are, I'm not gonna judge you or anything. You don't judge me. So I think also that's another thing.
I think you've pretty much captured it all. Just accepting each other for who we are.
Yeah.
And just always being in communication. People get shocked by how much we talk. They're always like, gosh, you guys don't get tired of each other.
Like, no.
No.
And we're different personalities. Like she's in bed by different. 8, awake at 4, doing what God knows. Like we're actually different personalities. I love cooking. She hates cooking. Like it's so weird. The people would say we look alike or like we're sort of similar, but we're so different.
We're so different, and when we get together, it's like wow.
It just
makes sense.
It makes sense. Like I'm cooking, she's cleanup crew. It's
or
just
eating,
perfect. Or eating, definitely eating. Then it's just perfect. Yeah. I think that's what I'd say.
Yeah, me too.
I've said a lot.
You have.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd say one thing is definitely accepting your sister or your sibling for who they are. It's easy sometimes to think because you grew up in the same household and everything, you're like the same person, or you expect them to understand you or to know everything about you, but you just realize that you're separate individuals and you just have to learn how to accept them for who they are. Yeah.
My answer would be, and it's funny because last night I was having this conversation with someone and they said, I admire how you and your siblings are, given that you with as well as our older sister, but what has really worked for us too, and I always say, treat it like you treat a romantic relationship. I think there's this, people forget that your sibling, you also have to have a relationship there. You're not just connected automatically because you grew up in the same house. Yeah. So it's very important that you care for that relationship like you would in a romantic one, of which I notice most people give more energy into. So even having to, the number of times I have to suck it up and I say, but let me care. I may feel I'm right, but I'm gonna come to you and listen. Yeah. But yeah, that would be my answer. Just caring for it the way you would a romantic relationship.
Sure.
Yeah. Culture, take care of it, nourish it. Yeah.
True. Yes. I think it's also the major one is learning how to communicate with each other. And yeah, because we're different individuals at the end of the day and we all have different ways of communicating. So that's one thing that has worked. Because I'd say for you when we fight sometimes and everything, before you'd wait for me maybe to be let me be the one to come and everything. And I'd get so angry because I'm like, this one, she just waits for me to come and apologize and fix things. But then, after when we communicate and you say, I'm taking space because I feel like this, I need to calm down, relax, then we can come back and discuss it. And then I also realized, wait, I don't have to always run and rush to you to fix it. Mm-hmm. You getting angry or taking the space doesn't mean anything necessarily bad. It's just you need your time. So it's just learning those things about each other and eventually it works. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. And I feel statements are so important.
Yeah.
I feel like you.
Yeah. Not you are and accusing. I agree.
Yeah, those really come through.
That's true.
Like I was mentioning, I get disappointed or not. I don't want to use the word angry, but I'll just say let down by you guys sometimes because I hold you guys such a high regard. So when you kind of fall or go short, I'm just like, man, what's all of this about? I know you guys to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and whatever, but we're always able to communicate and to have a kind of conversation. without it feeling like someone's being attacked. It's just a matter of like addressing what the issue is, and we're able to move quickly past it. I think, just being able to address, don't let things fester. I mean, I can't say the same with me and my brother, but at least as sisters, we get quickly to that point of addressing things and moving on pretty quickly.
Yeah. I think that's the thing about sisters, though. Like, it's like you're mad, and then next thing you're like, hey, but look at this.
Right.
Like, it happens in 2 seconds. You don't even know when it switches, but it does switch. But okay, cool. I can see that. For me, something that we've tried that I think other sisters should try, something that a phase that we're in our lives right now, and I'm currently enjoying, is building together, working together. I'm a Capricorn, so maybe my life doesn't revolve around like work a lot, but I think there's a way that you have strengths that I don't have, and I have strengths that you don't have, and coming together as like a team towards, like you said, we talked about it earlier, like a similar goal and a shared goal, is really inspiring. And I think it's allowing us to learn about each other more, outside of just like a personal, interaction and like sister and like rapport that we have. So I would suggest that, like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You know what I mean? Like, people could have like one small project, but for us, I think we're trying to build something, that hopefully will impact a lot of people, also impact our family in a very positive way.
Right.
And I think the reason why I think sisters should try it is because that is a person that you trust the most, 100%.
Yeah.
And like you said, also, if something does go wrong, we can have a sit-down conversation.
Yeah.
And we can trust that, we will get to the other side of it, however long it takes. Yeah. Which I think is not always possible with like someone that you're not related with. Mm-hmm. But I think that's something I would recommend.
Sisters should.
Growing together and building together.
And as we're wrapping it up, I want to tell you I'm very proud of you, by the way.
I'm proud of you.
You did that thing.
Yeah.
We killed that project.
We did.
Yeah. So kudos to you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Yay. Thanks, guys. That was so much fun.
Yeah, it kind of was.